In this lesson, we'll be talking about multiplying binomials. Binomials, if you remember, any polynomial with two terms. And in this case of 3x minus 5 times 2x plus 7, we've got a polynomial here, 3x minus 5, and another polynomial there in 2x plus 7. To multiply binomials, like in this case 3x minus 5 times 2x plus 7, we're going to use an operation called FOIL. Okay? FOIL is a lot like the distributive property, and it stands for first, outside, inside, last. First, outside, inside, last. Okay? The first refers to the first two terms in both binomials, 3x and 2x. We're going to multiply those two together. The outside would refer to the outside terms, the 3x and the 7. The inside terms would be the negative 5 and the 2x. And the last terms would be the negative 5 and the positive 7. So we would multiply all those together. So let's start with our first terms, 3x times 2x. When you multiply those together, you get 6x squared. Our outside terms, 3x times positive 7. When you multiply those together, you get 21x. Our inside terms were negative 5 and 2x. Multiply those together, you get a negative 10x. And then the last terms to multiply would be the negative 5 and the 7. And when you multiply those together, you get a negative 35. Okay? So this is in standard form, except for the fact that we have to still combine like terms. So when we combine like terms, that's going to give us 6x squared, the 21x and the negative 10x come together to make 11x, and then negative 35. All right, extra practice using FOIL. We got two binomials, 3x plus 4 times 2x plus 5. So we're going to multiply those together. Remember, we're going to use FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. Multiply those together, combine like terms, make sure it's in standard form. So the first terms, 3x times 2x. When you multiply those together, you get 6x squared. You're going to multiply the outside terms, 3x times 5. 3x times 5 gives you 15x. The inside terms would be positive 4 times 2x. Multiply those together and you get positive 8x. And then the last two terms, positive 4 times positive 5, give you a positive 20. So that's using FOIL to get our terms. We still have to combine like terms. In this case it's 15x and 8x, which together would give you 23x. And put those in standard form, 6x squared plus 23x plus 20 would be your final answer. The last part of lesson 3 is multiplying a trinomial and a binomial together. FOIL doesn't necessarily work because, well, we don't have enough letters to cover everything, so we're just going to use distributive property. We're going to take, in the case of 2x plus 7 times 3x squared minus 2x plus 3, we're going to use that distributive property. We're going to take 2x and multiply it to each term in the trinomial. So 2x times 3x squared, 2x times negative 2x, and 2x times 3. You want to multiply it by each term. And when you do that, you get 6x to the third. 2x times negative 2x would give you negative 4x squared. 2x times 3 gives you a positive 6x. But then we also have to multiply everything by positive 7. 7 times 3x squared, 7 times negative 2x, and 7 times 3. When you multiply that out, that gives you a positive 21x squared minus 14x plus 21. But This isn't in standard form, and it isn't simplified. You have to combine like terms. You've got your x squareds that could go together, negative 4x squared and a positive 21x squared. And then you also have your x terms that would go together, positive 6x and a negative 14x. So when you combine those and write them in standard form, you would get 6x to the third plus 17x squared minus 8x plus 21 as your final answer. And that's how you would multiply a trinomial and a binomial. Just remember to use the distributive property.